Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So we're starting off with Euro USD as usual, and we did get the noise coming out yesterday, and it was as expected, 0.75% increase. So the sell-off that we had late last week was pretty much in anticipation for that. Then you can see we've just basically gone around in circles here. So for me, this is your line in the sand for a short. That's 103.554, and then you might as well just put a level on the top. If you look to the left, you can see the interaction there. You can see what's going on here, and those are your two levels. So top side is basically 104.879. So at the moment we are sideways. There's still no real interest in taking it in any direction at the moment. You can see this was the Fed's press conference and the interest rate hike. You can see big range bar on the hour, no real direction. If we do start breaking to the upside, I suspect we probably need to find support up here, 104.879, before looking for a continuation to the upside. At the moment, in amongst the moving averages, definitely nothing worth trading at the moment, not even on the 15-minute if you look at that. So this is a clear sit on hands for me. US dollar, Japanese yen, pretty much the same thing. Does look like a bit of a flag forming, but then we've got this massive range bar here on the 8-hour. And I'd basically just put levels on top and bottom of that range bar. That's our range. And until we break through that, there is no real opportunity to offer any trading. You can see we're pretty much all over the place, up and down. And no real direction in amongst moving averages. So level to the upside to watch is 134.954. Level to the downside to watch at the moment is 133.511. Until one of those levels goes, I am out of the dollar. Moving on to the pound and British pound, Japanese yen. We had a massive move up. We've had this what was looking like a pullback. We are stuck in amongst the moving averages. Pretty much same kind of scenario needs to play out here. And just going to do that. So those are my levels. If we get down to the hour, you'll see we've already got a rejection here. Oscillators group to the upside. So I'd be watching this area very closely. And that is 163.561. But just pay attention to the swing high here. So that looks like the more refined level, 163.688. But if we stay in amongst the moving averages here, then I suspect we are probably just going to range today. So the other thing to bear in mind is you do have a bit of a trend line here, right over there. So move down to here and then start bouncing off there is probably going to indicate that you need to be a little bit cautious. And I'd move this level up. There's our swing low. We haven't quite, we've broken it to the upside, broken the downside, broken the upside, broken the downside. We haven't quite tested it. So if we do find our feet here at 162.249 or 250, and I suspect it's another leg to the upside. If we break this leg here, 163.688, we break that level to the upside, come back and test it, then I anticipate you have a potential move up to come and test this area here. But just looking at the higher time frames, V reversals are rare. Oscillators group to the downside, bouncing off the 155. I suspect we're going to find our feet somewhere along the line for a break. And if you just look to the left on these two levels I've given you, you can see that is clear. We need to break that before looking for any trades. I just want to check yesterday's. Okay, yesterday's London breakout strategy didn't even play out. We did break the upside quite late. If you're in that trade, you'd probably be in profit at the moment. But I suspect that's another way to play it today. London breakout strategy. First 7 1-hour bars. Use that as your range and then see which way we're going to go. Lastly, Euro British pound. So we had the break to the upside as we expected. And as I said to you, a bit cautious trying to jump in up there, just based on what the oscillators were doing. And you can see we've pulled back onto some structure. This is a fairly decent area to be paying attention to for some longs. Now, if we come down to the hour, you can see the whole day was a negative day. We've come below the moving averages again, sort of onto the 155. I would be wanting to see what happens here at 0.85950. So wait for the open. You should get a little bit of a bounce, come back, find some support here for a move up. Pay attention to the fact that we're in amongst the moving averages, so could very well just range today as well. A little bit concerning, big up, big down. So over 2 days, that's big confusion. For me, it's cautiously watching this area that we're in at the moment. If we do come up and sort of form a double bottom or a in other words, move up to the moving averages here, come back, find support here. That's going to give us a higher low, which would then sort of give me a little bit of confidence that we need to pay attention to this for a move back up to the upside. And I would basically be looking for take profit at 0.86696. Anyway, looking really messy on Forex, which I'm not quite sure why. The noise is out the way. The noise was as expected. The worst case scenario was as expected, so that's why we didn't fall any further. It wasn't really a shock to the market. The forecast was for 0.5 basis points increase in the US, and there was basically 0.75 increase that happened. So, yeah, I think cautious is the key word today. Just you're going to be watching these levels, get onto the 15-minute and see if we start rejecting this area as well. That could be a continuation, could be a bit of a flag forming and move to the downside. This is another one for London breakout. So first 7 1-hour bars, draw a level on the top, draw a level on the bottom. If you break the top or bottom level on the 15-minute chart or even the 5-minute chart and you come back to test it on those lower time frames, opportunity to jump in the direction of the break, and you're looking for a move equal to the height of the range at least. Anyway, that's kind of my view today. I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.